talking about music, let me just show you better than I can tweet you, you know, or better than I can text you. I'm just gonna show you what I'm about.
Motherfucker, big three. It's just big me. Boom.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Hip hop is back. Kendrick to come save hip hop, baby. At least on the mainstream level. Yo, that's what it's about. This what we talking about. The rap is built on competitive. Enough for the kumbaya shit, man. Like, look, I ain't talking about, you know, the beef where cats die. No, I'm talking about hip hop. Where somebody say, you know what? We ain't gotta physically fight. We ain't gotta have no real life drama. But I want to show you on this mic that I'm better than you. Flat out. That's how I got started. My first rap was a battle. And winning that battle gave me the confidence to move forward in my career. Like, that's what it's about, man. Good competition, friendly. You want to call it friendly, whatever you want to call it. Whether it's some venom behind it, whether that makes it better. What Kendrick did with J. Cole, and Drake. That's what I'm talking about. Out of nowhere, just boom. And it wasn't let's keep it clear. He was responding. This wasn't a sneak attack or nothing like that. He was responding. He said it's a first-person shooter. He was responding because basically on that first-person shooter, Drake and Kendrick was saying they the ghosts, and they kind of gave, you know, J. Cole kind of gave a little peace treaty line. You know, he threw Kendrick's name in there, but then said he the greatest. And then, you know, man, that's straight up, you know, because those are the big three. Now, me personally, I'm a fan of, you know, Kendrick. I know Kendrick is my dude. Not gonna front to you. So is Drake. They're my two dudes, and I like Cole too. Cole's nice, but he was definitely going more at Drake than Kendrick. Definitely Kendrick has to let them know, like, no matter what y'all say, you can say you're more consistent. Drake dropped a little sneak diss when he was like, you know, I can't come out every 5 years. He was on this tour. You know, Cole been throwing shots. Cole been on a nice little run. Again, I want to see Cole put it together on an album. The thing is, how I look at it, I kind of compare the trifecta of them three to the trifecta of like MJ, Kobe, and LeBron, in the sense that you got Drake, who's the longevity. He has the hits, the accolades. He's kind of like LeBron. You got just the master class artwork and high-end championship accolades, which would be albums in this case. Is Kendrick has more. He doesn't have as many drops, doesn't have as many hits, but he has more classic albums in both of them. And then J. Cole's kind of like Kobe, like where he's the you know, more so he doesn't have the albums, the classic albums like Kendrick. He has. I disagree with say he doesn't have a classic album. J. Cole has classics. So stop it. But J. Cole has he's the people's champ, like kind of how Kobe is. So I kind of equate this to that kind of, you know, situation. And what I see with this thing is like, I think that both Cole and Kendrick have to respond. They absolutely have to respond. This is not now let's go. I'm gonna use Drake for an example. With the Pusha T and Common thing, a lot of people say he lost those battles. Some people say he won the Common battle, whatever. But no disrespect to Pusha T and Common, they wasn't the caliber artists, I think, to inspire Drake. They wasn't as big. Drake plays on a different playing field. Now with Meek, when he crushed Meek at that, people forget, Meek at that time was big. He was big. He wasn't big as Drake, but he was on his way. Meek was much bigger than Common as a rapper, and Pusha T has ever been. Not saying they didn't do top notch list. Let's not get it twisted, but he was much bigger, and I think that kind of motivated Drake. Kendrick is the first. Kendrick is different with Kendrick. Why he has to respond? He can't come lame. Kendrick is on his level. Kendrick is on his level, whether you disagree or not. He's not on his level as far as pop, but within just hip hop, he's as big or bigger than Drake. In just hip hop, you gotta remember, Drake transcends genres. I'm not saying Kendrick no, but Drake does. And you know, Cole is on that level. So But him and Cole are cool. You know, they decide to go to the piece of the buddy route, and that's cool, man. But this hip hop, man, you can do all that behind the scenes. We want to see y'all go at each other, where nobody gets hurt, of course. But that's what hip hop is based on. We need that competitive spirit back in hip hop, and I'm glad Kendrick brought it. That's what I've been talking about. Y'all know I'm talking about my own album. I'm trying to bring that back in. It's gotta be, you gotta at one, you can't be on like Nas said, the best supposed to clash at the top. That's how it was. That's what we grew up accustomed to. You knew when Kool Moe Dee was sneak this and LL had to go at him. You knew that when Dre came at Easy and Snoop came at Easy had to come back. You knew that when Biggie was dropping the subliminals all over the mixtape circuit. This is what y'all forget. Hit 'em Up was a response. This is another thing. Hit 'em Up was a response. Hit 'em Up was not like how they trying to tell y'all. Hit 'em Up from Tupac was a response. That was not him just coming out of nowhere like they try to tell you. You got too many people on the internet that wasn't there. I was outside at that time. That was I remember going to Afrofest and getting the mixtapes. Biggie had been dissing Pop for a couple years. And if you don't believe me, you can look it up. People, it's certain people who got it on it. Look up Biggie subliminal Pac. This is before Hit 'em Up, not the after ones that everybody talk about. I'm talking about the before. So you just understand that when you shooting shots, the top is just gonna happen eventually. This one took a long time with Kendrick and Drake, but I think that's gonna be the main two. And Cole, it's an interesting strategy because Kendrick came at the way Kendrick came at it. He just chilled out of nowhere. I love it. You got Cole in album mode. You got Drake who just trying to chill. They dropped that first person shoe. They still kind of on the high off of that. I disagree with a lot of y'all on the Drake album. I think it was a good Drake album. I'm not saying it was one of his best, but I think a lot of y'all was just trying to y'all heard people shitting on Drake, so it kind of became cool to shit on Drake. You had the course of Stans who was saying it was a classic. It wasn't a Drake classic, but it was a good, solid Drake album. Drake always gonna come with some bangers. That's what I like about Drake. Drake is consistent. I like Drake being Drake. I don't want Drake to be Kendrick. I don't want Kendrick to be Drake. I don't want J. Cole to be Drake. I like the individuality of all three of these MCs. So I'm loving seeing that. This is gonna be a very interesting battle, even more so than Jay-Z and Nas somewhat, because Jay-Z and Nas is more, even though they look contrasty, but they're more similar than they are than people give them credit for. They're much more similar. Two East Coast. These are three different guys from three different, totally, completely aspects of the game and background. So I just think any mix of this battle could be very interesting. I'm not saying it's gonna match the Nas and Jay-Z but we off to a goddamn good start. So I'm really interested to see how this play out. I know they're gonna keep it all on wax, keep it cool. At least we always got to say that and hope that we never want to get past that. But this is what we've been waiting for, and it's long overdue. We thought it was coming. You gotta think, man. Since he dropped Control, this has been a 10-year wait, and like I consider, I think, you can argue all three of these guys are top 5 artists of all time, top 5 rap artists of all time. I have them all in my top. I don't have them all top 5, but I have Kendrick up there, and you can argue Drake, Cole. Like I said, I like Cole's latest run, so I want to see what Cole do with this next one. Cole needs that definitive album to me. I know y'all say Drake don't have. I disagree with y'all. Nothing was the same. Drake does have a definitive Drake album to me, and classics. So I don't know what that. I think I don't want to go to a tangent because we're talking about, but a lot of y'all with Drake, man, y'all try to hold Drake to these. Y'all try to move the goalposts with Drake, and if you think that Drake is just finished, I want to remind y'all. See, I'm old enough. People think I look younger. I got kids older than y'all. All right. I remember being outside when people thought Nas was done. People thought when Takeover came out, people thought Nas was finished. He couldn't respond, and Nas came with Ether. Like I said, I remember when Biggie was killing Pac with the subliminals, and on the street level, this is back when you had a real underground. People thought, man, Pac can't do nothing with Biggie, and then Hit 'em Up came. I remember, y'all can remember this. Meek Mill. People thought Meek, man, Drake don't want it with Meek. People always, it's good to play revisionist history. People always think that, people always play Monday morning quarterback. Prior to back to back, people thought Drake couldn't do nothing. He was soft. He was going, and he came back and smashed Meek. That was, so don't count, Drake himself is in that lineage of, I wouldn't count out Drake. I definitely can't count out Cole. I think Cole's gonna come back hard. I think Cole's gonna put the pressure on Kendrick to come. You gotta come on, no sneaking, come on your album, come with an EP, come with something. But I promise you, Cole's gonna put the pressure on Kendrick. And I believe Drake is too. I don't think Drake is gonna let this one ride. I hope not. He can't do the, because you know, the subliminals, you know, when you do subliminals, you can always override that. You always can say, always say my name. He can still say, because he technically didn't say their names, but he said the names of the song. So really saying, if you can't come back with it, well, say my name. Nah. So y'all thinking that this gonna count out Drake or Cole, man? Don't be foolish. Not saying that Kendrick won't be the eventual winner. Not saying that Kendrick right now got the upper score. Don't have the upper score, which I believe he does. But yeah, just chill. Just chill. This hip hop, like I say, it's easy to look back on some of these beefs. Even I remember when 50 Cent was coming up, and people thought he was trying to. I was one of the dudes. That's why I love 50 so much, because it's when you believe in somebody and they actually come up. I remember having the Guess Who's Back. I had all the 50 mixtapes. I remember dudes laughing at me because I want, you know, I was going, you know, people that know me know I'm from the East Coast and the Midwest. I grew up in the Midwest, Milwaukee, to the Chicago area, but also lived out in Jersey. So I would go back east. I would go home out east with my family there, and I would come back with these mixtapes that wasn't really out yet. This is before internet was popping. Internet was out, but it wasn't popping. And I would I would play the 50 Cent, and cats be here, oh, this the nigga that just dissing everybody, because he had all he knew was how to rap. I was like, no, dude, he got more songs, and I was saying he was nice. He coming. The dudes used to laugh at me. And when Jay dropped that, I'm about $1, what the fuck is 50 cents? That was like, that would have ended a lot of rappers' career, man, because they was like, niggas wrote, people forget, man, when Jay dropped that line, that was like one of the best one-line disses ever. That kind of, he said, I'm about $1, what the fuck is 50 cents? That was like, man, even I was like, damn, Jay, why you buy him? Like, it was just something the way I said that line. Everybody, a lot of people thought, and I kept rocking with 50, man, and then 50 came up, he played it smart, and he eventually got in. And people thought, including Ja, people thought, not just Jay-Z, people thought Jay, Ja, anybody would ride on 50. They was not taking 50 seriously for a minute, at least nationwide, till he came with the Wankster. That's when he started picking up the momentum. Prior to Wankster, 50 was like only hot on the street, real streets. He wasn't really known like that. So this beef right here has been brewing a long time, but don't rush to judgments. A lot of people gonna pick I see a lot of Kendrick fans, and I'm a Kendrick fan too. I see a lot of Kendrick fans, it's like, man, this is, you know, it's a rap day, he can't come back, or man, but that's why I like being a fan of all these artists. I don't have to be overly biased. I would not count out Drake and Cole. Listen, as hot as that verse was from Kendrick, it's not Kendrick's best verse, I won't say that, but it's Cole and Drake have multiple verses hotter than that. If I'm being honest, Cole and Drake can top that verse. I don't think I think Kendrick's in the back of his mind, he knows that. I think he just sent that as a nice little heat 'em up, let's get it started. That's what that was. I don't think that was a full, like, I think Kendrick got some more in the chamber. Kendrick ain't no joke, man. This gonna be interesting, man, but man, shout out to hip hop. Yo, this your boy JaCan. I'm gonna keep doing more content like this, but I want y'all to check out my albums that's coming out. You know, check out my music. I can get at all these niggas. I'm better than all. That's what hip hop's about. I'm not bound to nobody, no man. It's top king of the hill. Whoever want it, you know. But check me out. I know I pulled the Pain and Redemption, man. I appreciate the support, but I pulled it because I like the streams, but I need more people to buy it. So I'm gonna drop it again. I'll request the Pain and Redemption. And plus, it was a song I'm gonna add to it for y'all. So check out the Pain and Redemption. That's the mixtape I rebuilt my album. The album is coming out. Real Rain. Peep out for that. Singles. I'm dropping the first single for that. It's coming out in 3 weeks from today. So about mid-April. Look out for that. Then look out for the album this summer. So peace, love, life balance, man. Hey, yo, you know, it's what it is. Much love to y'all.